Assalamualaikum and a very good morning, Miss Fatimah. So as we know that today we're going to interview two person for our job vacancy for our company, which is we are looking for customer service executive and supply chain executive. All right. So now I'm going to admit one person who is applying for customer service executive, and we will interview him. All right.
Okay, Assalamualaikum to Mr. Irfan and Mrs. Fatimah.
Waalaikumsalam. All right, so it's NASUHA, right? NASUHA JEFRI.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
right. So as usual, you already know why you are here today, why we are here. Okay.
Yes, I know.
So we will proceed with the interview session. So first thing first, NASUHA JEFRI, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I will introduce myself first. Okay, I am Muhammad Answar bin Jeffrey and I am 26 years old. I am applying for customer service executive for fashion valet company. Okay, a little bit about myself. I am a diligent and adaptive person in any workplace. I admit that I am a successful person in communicating with people as communicating with people as customer service to maximize the interest of customer for the company. This is my forte of handling the customers to keep up with the sale and company appearance. The skills and experiences of mine are able to reach the company goals. So previously, I work at Smart Edge Northern Company. I work at
Which company? Which company?
Smart Edge Northern Company.
Oh.
I work as customer service.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's it about myself.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so let's proceed to the next question. Could you tell me how would you define good customer service, Mr.
Okay. To me, the definition of good customer service is when I know how to persuade the customers. Okay, for example, the customer is comparing our product with the other company. What do I do is I will try to convince the customers with the useful information regarding our product and give the promotion that our company offered. And then the definition of good customer service also is the small gesture as thank you for the customer is also very important. And then good in using positive languages or adaptive languages is very, very important. This is because there are many types of customers with different way to understand certain thing. So that's it. Good definition of customer service to me.
Nice.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. My question would be, what's the best customer service that you have ever received and why?
What again?
What's the best customer service that you have ever received and why? Why is it the best customer service?
Okay. One day, I had a customer who was very angry at me because I counted the change money wrongly. I was still new and felt quite upset with the situation, but trying to see things in positive manner. I decided to improve myself and not take his word personally. I practiced handling the money every day until I'm good at it, and it turned out that he had actually helped me to learn a new skill to improve my service to other customers from the experience. So always see things positively, just matter of perspective.
Oh, I see. So it didn't happen to you, like you didn't receive the customer service, you're the one giving it.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, I see. Right. Right. Nice experience. Okay, Miss Fatima.
Okay, so can you tell me about a customer who you found difficult to understand, and how do you approach that situation and that
I see.
interaction?
Customer that I found hard to handle in communicating is the older people. Sometimes they could not understand the term used in the product, and they keep asking the same question for many times. How did I encounter this problem is by using the simplest words as possible in order for them to understand better. So that's how I encounter the problem.
I see. Okay.
Right. My next question would be, in your past work, have you ever received negative feedback from a customer? And if so, what did you do with that feedback?
Okay, previously when I worked as a salesman, there was a customer who gave me a negative feedback. He said that I lack of information regarding the product that I sell. Since then, the feedback made me change to someone who will study more about the details of the product that I'm selling beforehand. So I won't lack of information anymore.
See, so it's lack of information, lah.
Yes.
All right.
So I try to improve by getting more details or information regarding the products.
And did
So I
you
become frequent in
successfully
mind. Yes.
overcame the problem?
Yes, I did.
All right. Right, Miss Fatima.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Irfan. Before I proceed with my last question for you, I'd like to acknowledge that I have read your resume, and I find something that stood out to me was that you had received an honor in your certificate for marketing and sales.
Wow,
Yes.
That's a good thing to have.
that's great.
Uh, so now for my next question, can you give me an example of a situation where there were major problems with your product or a service, and you needed to respond without having all the answers yet? Could you tell me a little bit about that, Mr.
Okay. So the major problem that I ever faced was when the customer of mine got broken product, with the price of the product was at 1,800. So it cost a lot. So the customer was
Yeah.
so angry to me, and he thought that I just scammed him. What I did was I keep in contact with the customer, and I arranged a meetup for the service after purchase, which warranty claiming. So the main problem was because the customer did not check first his product and rushing to get home. So I could not give the guarantee that the product is fine because the product was in a sealed box. So I could not check it. But after the customer claimed his warranty and got his brand new product, then he satisfied and thanked me for the reliable service.
I see. Okay. Thank you, Mr.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you to Mr. Irfan and Mrs. Fatimah.
Right. So before we dismiss this, do you have any questions to ask?
This is maybe a little bit inquiry, but can I know how much the salary will be provided to the executive customer service executive for the
Oh,
position?
regarding the salary. All right. We'll
Yes.
let you know once we've decided if you get the position. All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So thank
Yeah.
you, Mr. Naswa, for having us. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. We hope to hear from you soon. All the best.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So now we are going to interview the next candidate, and this one is for the position of supply chain executive. Her name is Sharifah Ain. Right. Let's wait for her.
Okay. All right, Mr. Irfan. let's see how this candidate is like. We can start now.
Just wait for her. All right. She has requested to join the meeting. All right. Hello.
Hello.
Sharifah Ain, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm sure you are well aware of why you are being here today, right?
Yep.
So Sharifah, before we start asking you questions regarding this position, please tell us about yourself.
Okay. Assalamualaikum and a very good evening.
Waalaikumsalam.
So my name is Sharifah AN-NABILAH binti SYED ALUAWI. I'm 27 years old. And I am applying for the supply chain executive.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
All right. So Sharifah, okay, I've read a bit about I've go through your resume, and I can say you have really good past work experience. Okay, you had
Thank you.
worked with Yaya Resources and also
Yeah.
Borka Resources, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Supply chain managers and a supply chain intern. All right. Okay. So, Miss Sharifah, can you tell about a time that you found a way to improve a process, and how did you do it, and what impact did this have?
Okay, so I have to tell about a time. So this is based on my past experience. So there's this one time we had a problem in managing our resources, resources that we import from other company. So there's this one time that my coworkers are having difficulties in finding the exact amount of resources that we import. So I was like, why is this taking so long? Because it's not supposed to take that long time. So I suggested them to use this software that I usually use to maintain, to keep track on my account work. So I suggested them to do that, and yeah, the problem solved in just 30 minutes.
Wow, that's great. Any other experiences?
Most of the time it's regarding the accounting part. So
Mhm.
because I think my coworkers are not exposed with a lot of software, so I tend to um,
Introduce them.
yes, introduce them to the software that I am very used to, because I tend to use the same software because I've tried a lot, and I think that this is the best one, so I suggest that to my
I
coworkers.
see. All right. Thank you, Sharifah. All right, Miss Fatimah.
Okay. So, Sharifah,
Yeah.
may I know how have you used presentation skills to sell your ideas? Could you tell us more about that?
Oh, okay. I don't know if you can tell or not, but like I'm used to be the manager for the supply chain department in my previous workplace. So I tend to be the one.
Borka Resources, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And I tend to be the one who will lead the presentation when we're dealing with customers or company that we want to export or import resources. So when I present my idea, I really keep on doing that 5 factors that I need to consider when negotiating with people. So I really I did a research about that thing so that I can convince people when presenting something, so that they would buy my idea, so they would like approve my idea. So that is how I use my presentation skill to persuade people, to negotiate with people in order for them to buy my idea.
I can
Good.
tell you
Okay.
you have really good presentation skills.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Sharifah, for your
Right.
answer.
So next question. Have you ever worked with, contracts previously? And
Yeah, I
can you
did
explain your experience?
once. When I was an intern in Yaya Resources. That is actually when I became a contract employee. Um, I think it's not that bad, but somehow I did not get a few privilege being an contract employee, because as we all know, when we are doing a contract job, we don't really get all the benefits. I mean, we don't really get the fully benefits. I mean, I get the allowance and so on, but I don't really get to claim my receipt. I don't get that because
You don't
I
really
have
get
a
much
certain.
benefits, lah.
Yep. Yep.
And how did you, resolve that?
I think it's okay because a contract employee is when I was doing that, it's supposed to be only, it lasts for 3 months only. So it doesn't really matter because that is my first time working as an intern. So I would just
See,
take it as an experience to learn.
all right. So it shows that you are well aware of, the legal documents in workplace. All right, Miss Fatima.
Oh, okay. So I just noticed in your resume that you took the time to take up a certificate professionally in supply management, and I really appreciate your effort
Thank
to
you.
take that certificate. I think that really stands out in your resume. So to proceed to question 4, could you tell us more about what is your accounting experience and what software did you use?
Okay, so as I put up in my resume, I used to be the one who managed the accountant of my previous company. So, and I've been telling you that I've been suggesting, promoting this to my friends, a software that I use. So there's basically two type of software in accounting. So there is a web-based and a cloud-based. So I usually do the web-based because it doesn't requires that much space in your laptop or your iPad. So I usually do the web based. So the software that I've been using for a long time is Zapmeta, Zapmeta.
Oh, that
So
one.
it's it's a software that is free. So it's affordable, and if you would like to use more function of the software, you can just buy it, upgrade it, and it's not that expensive. So you can really do everything you need with accounting in
Just with
that
a
software.
tool.
So I don't really have to change to this website to do accounting work. So it all based on that one software.
I see. Well, that's
Okay,
really
thank
good
you.
though, because our company have been searching for someone who is well, can use the software really well. And it seems
Yeah,
like
definitely.
we are having it soon. All right, so my last question would be, how would you build relationships with suppliers here and also abroad?
Okay. Talking about relationship, we can't really force people to like us, right? But I think I am kind of friendly kind of person because that what most of people who interact with me told me. So what would I do to build relationship with my suppliers, even local suppliers or abroad suppliers? I would just treat them with respect, but as a friend, I would know the barriers that I have, or I would not cross the limit, but somehow I try to give and take in negotiating things, because I believe that if you wanted to build relationship between people, you need to get to know them first, and you need to give and take. If they don't like this style, then you need to give up that style and learn another style, and don't just force people to follow you. So I really think that how I maintain, how I still being in a good relationship with people, suppliers, even with my previous workplace, is because I tend to try to give them what they want, and they will somehow give me what I want. So it's a win-win situation for both sides, right?
I see.
I see.
Yeah,
Thank you for
that's
your
great one.
explanation and thorough answer. We really appreciate it, Sharifah.
Yeah, I think that's all we have to ask you. All right. And it's been, thank you for having us. All right. So thank you, Sharifah. Anything we will let you know. We'll call you or give you an email. All right.
Okay, sure.
Good luck.
Thank you for having
Thank you.
me. Thank you for your
We
time.
hope to
All
hear
right.
from you soon and best of luck, Sharifah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Right. So I think that is all for our interview session today, Miss Fatimah. Thank you for
Yes.
giving your cooperation. All right. So anything we'll discuss with the administrations department. All right.
All right, Mr. Irfan. Noted.
Thank you, Miss Fatimah.